Good night, viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thursday, the 9th of June, 2022. Just imagine, we are in the month of June already. Nevertheless, almost half of the year is going very fast. So viewers, as we start our program tonight, I do want to remind you, we are live on Synergy Network. We are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So you can pick up your phone, your tablet, you can go onto your computer, just search for Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, like and share our page so your friends local and regional will be able to see us. Also on YouTube, you can just type in TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live, viewers. Share it. Share it, share it, share it. We want other countries to know what we are facing and how the government is dealing with the citizens in our country. And the only way you could do that, viewers, is by sharing our live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, those of you who are looking for money borrow, quick cash, you have some form of collateral, some form of security that you're willing to give us to hold, is not a problem. You can contact Real Talk Group of Companies at 238-6716 or 339-1670. We are located at number 14 Carolina Savannah Road in Shogunas. Our San Fernando office is at 132 Cipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. Their contact at 242-7690. Viewers, if you want to WhatsApp me, you can WhatsApp me at 267-7325. Remember that, 267-7325. Both offices open from 8:30 to 4:30. The San Fernando office closes at 4 p.m. The Central office closes at 4:30 p.m. So viewers, feel free to contact us to do business. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. We're legit. We're not under the table business. Nothing like that. Remember, Real Talk Group of Companies also, they're into the business of buying and selling vehicles. So if you have a vehicle to sell or you're looking for a vehicle to buy, it's not a problem. You can contact us. You have a vehicle and let's just say you want to buy another vehicle. You're using that as collateral. As long as you have 60 to 70% of the money, we will be able to finance the rest for you. And we will use it as collateral. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. It's way easier than the bank, viewers. It's way easier than the bank. So remember, we do buy and sell vehicles. We also do financing. I'm a licensed money lender, remember that. So that makes it easy for you. We could work out some sort of a deal. So as we start our program tonight, it's Bacchanal Thursday, viewers. 238-6716 is the number to call in live on studio for you to make your comments and your contribution. There's also a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So, the Unemployment Relief Program, URP, and the Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program, CPEP, the workers in the Tobago will benefit from pay increase from next month. The THA Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, Assistant Secretary Joel Sampson states that the Assembly is hoping to improve the lives of URP daily rate workers and attention is being paid to the term and condition under which the workers are employed. This is in Tobago. He said the amends will take effect from July 14th and will include a number of benefits. Sampson added that the Executive Council has approved the adjustment of wages paid to the workers and the introduction of certain leaves entitlement. Secretary of Community-Based Development, Terrence Baines, also gave an update on pay increase for CPEP workers. He stated that while the restructuring is still taking place, the Executive Council has agreed that laborers' pay would be improved from $99 per day to $149.19. A $50 increase. That is for Tobago. Now, Baines also added that these changes will take effect from July 4th, 2022. This is for Tobago. A $50 increase from $99 to $149.19. So what happened to Trinidad? How much are CPAP workers in Trinidad? Or $99 a day? $100 a day? What happened to Trinidad? Could somebody call in and tell us how much a worker is getting in Trinidad, a CPAP worker? Or a URP worker? So Tobago is getting an increase. What happened to the rest? Is it only in Tobago? Only in Tobago? How come? So what about the board for Trinidad? What about the board for Trinidad? So CPAP in Tobago and CPAP in Trinidad is two different CPAP. I could understand one in Trinidad and one in Tobago, but Trinidad and Tobago is one. Could somebody call in and tell me the figures in Trinidad, please? Because it's sad to know that Tobago is getting an increase from $99. And if the CPAP workers in Trinidad remain at $99 per day, well then something is definitely wrong. 98? Trinidad CPAP workers getting 98? So now, if the workers in Trinidad getting 98, Tobago getting 99, from July 14 it will go to 149.19 in Tobago. So what happened to Trinidad? What happened to Trinidad? What happened to the CPAP organization in Trinidad? Only raising the workers' pay in Trinidad? This is ridiculous. This is really, really ridiculous. It's sad. It's sad. Trinidad, what you all think? Your friends in Tobago is getting an increase and you ain't getting none. Wow. Such a shame. For the first time since the start of the pandemic, the trade union movement would be able to mark Labor Day celebration in their traditional style with a march. Given their discontent with the government at an all-time high, the Joint Trade Union Movement, JTUM, has announced some of their plans for June 19, 2022. JTUM President General Ansel Roger states that trade union will be moving a motion of no confidence in the Rowley-led administration against Dr. Rowley and his government for his disrespectful approach to governance and his attack on the trade union movement. Roger also added that the time had come for the working class to unite to send a strong message to the ruling People's National Movement. He said, there has been a massive wave of retrenchment since the PNM came into power in 2015. He also noted that the population as a whole was being further burdened by increased tax and the rising cost of living, while workers were being offered a pittance as a salary increase for an 8-year period. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Yes. I work for Papa. We work for... Oh, this is Melissa from Barrapo. Yes, and we get $96.
$96 a day?
Yes.
So how do you feel now that CPAP and Tobago from the 14th of July will be getting $149? How do you feel about that?
Well, I not feel too think it unfair because we CPAP and we work hard.
Yes.
We does work hard and we need sometimes we go and do special projects. Yes. So we need a...
So you all do special project? You all do special project in the CPAP gang also?
Yes.
But is there a pay increase for that special project?
No.
Wow. Now when you say special project, could you explain to the citizen what you mean by special projects?
Well, we do like a special project in school. We cut in. Sometimes we go and cut our big open land.
Wait.
All those things.
Hold on. So they would carry you in school to clean up around the school, cut lawn and things around the school. She gone? And then they would carry them to cut, when they say open land, that mean like people private land? Wow. So CPAP workers, tonight is your night. I want you all to call in. I want to hear what you have to say concerning this issue. Because right in Tobago, from the 14th of July, they will be receiving $149.19, a $50 increase. Now somebody might say, but Saeed, why are you bending on this so much? Tobago, if Tobago gets an increase, is all well and good. But what about the workers down here? Are we not human beings too? Don't we deserve an increase also? Don't we deserve an increase also? Who is standing for them? The THA has taken the decision to give them a price increase. Who is taking that decision now in Trinidad? Because CPAP in Tobago and CPAP in Trinidad is CPAP. That is what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's CPAP in Trinidad and CPAP Tobago. It's not like Tobago is going to get some special treatment, the workers there, and Trinidad down here, we're going to remain with the mouth open. We're not hearing any ministers talking about it. We're not hearing the Labour Minister talking about it. We're not hearing the CPAP board in Trinidad and Tobago coming out and saying, well, you know what, we will increase the workers' pay down here too. We're not hearing that. And this is unbelievable. This is sad. This is really, really sad. And who is fighting for the CPAP workers? They have nobody to stand up for them. Nobody. This is ridiculous. It is really, really ridiculous. So I want to hear what the management have to say now over this weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday, I want to hear what they have to say. Otherwise, it will be some sort of bacchanal right here in Trinidad. Eyesight will stir up. Watch and you will see something. Minister of Health, Saieed Ali, have stated that COVID-19 vaccination numbers remain low. He reminded persons that the Pfizer vaccine for age 12 and over would expire at the end of June, while the pediatric vaccine for 5 to 11-year-old would expire in October, with no guarantee that more could be acquired. Caller, good night. Minister of Health, Saieed Ali, have stated that COVID-19 vaccination... Hello? We do apologize, but there was some sort of distraction. Now, up to Wednesday, 693,026 persons or 49.5% of the population had received their first dose, while 712,904 were fully vaccinated. The other thing stated that parents of those in the bracket from 5 to 11 age group should take advantage of the opportunity to start the vaccination process now. That is what he said, eh? Listen to Terence.
When we pay attention to the global vaccine production supply chain, you are seeing that because of plummeting demand, vaccine manufacturers are now cutting back or shutting down vaccine manufacturing plants. And our fear is, and my fear is, that because we are getting out of the acute phase of the pandemic and becoming a little more relaxed, we may not be seeing a sense of urgency to get vaccinated. However, we don't know what the future of COVID holds for us in the context of new variants. It is my wish that people get vaccinated now, especially those parents who have children 5 to 11, and don't wait for a new variant to come on and then we rush to get vaccinated.
Terence said, don't wait for a new variant to come out. You know, one thing I don't like with Terence, and I've been saying this over and over and over, we're talking about everything, but one thing he never talked about was the adverse conditions, the after effect of the vaccine. That is one thing Terence never addressed. Never addressed. He said, take the opportunity to start the vaccination process now. He also added that the Serum Institute of India is starting to reduce its vaccine output owing to low demand, as Pfizer BioVac is also shutting down its vaccine manufacturing capacity because of plummeting demand. You see, people starting to understand. All around the world, in each country, people are starting to understand. They are starting to understand what the ministry is saying in their country. They are starting to understand what WHO is saying. And they are analyzing and they are seeing for themselves. Like right here in Trinidad. We saw for ourselves. The population saw one thing, the ministry saw saying one thing, and international news broadcasting a different thing. Caller, good night. Hello? Stick get the click one time. It's sad now that Terence, that they say that the capacity, a drop in manufacturing capacity, drop in, people's eyes start opening. The eyes start opening. Terence bawling, the vaccine safe, man, come and take it, and when something happens, nobody is helping. The hospital ain't helping, the ministry are coming out with no update, they may even talking about adverse condition, but Terence demanding everybody take it. They even put a fine on wearing mask. It's sad, it's stinking sad. And we should be okay with it. And Terry? Not why I just always say, I start using this term now. As long as I on air, I will bring the truth to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I will always bring it to them. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yes, as I always say, great job.
Thank you so much.
Terence looking for all kind of things, but he ain't looking for the report for the Brooklyn settlement.
Hey, what's my? The day Terence bring out that report, Dr. Rowley will send him home one time. I always say that. He afraid.
But we need to get.
I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much. Terence afraid to bring out that report. Terence bring out that. You think Terrence gonna leave a $40,000 salary? No, he ain't doing that. That's why I will always call him a coward. I started it and I will continue. They're afraid to bring out that report because they are afraid to let the public know who is the owners. That is what they're afraid, because there will still questions in the public domain, and Terrence don't want that because it will make the Prime Minister look bad. But they're already looking bad. They're already looking bad. So tonight, viewers, our question for you tonight, seeing that it's back on Thursday. Do you agree that CPEP is increasing their price for CPEP workers in Tobago and nothing for Trinidad? Are you satisfied with that? Is that what you call equal movement? Is that what you call a fair share? I want to hear from you tonight. Because this is something you didn't know. You didn't know. And I bring it to you so you would open your eyes and you will understand what is taking place. Because I work in Tobago and I work in Trinidad. At the end of the day, both belong to CPEP. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Yeah.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yes. Let Terrence send the grandchildren and the young children to take that vaccine. Or let them sign over as them responsible for anything happen to people children. Then the children may know nothing about vaccine.
Thank you. Terrence ain't doing that, you know. Hey, hear this now. It have many things that Terrence afraid to come out and tell the public, you know. He afraid to come out and tell the public, you know. That is why I just always say, viewers, I just always say, thank God I funded my own program, you know. Otherwise, I would have had to be, every night I would have to retract statement. I'm telling you, I would have to retract statement every night because Saieed, I'm a partner. Saieed, I'm a friend. Saieed, me and that man go way back. Saieed, that man support my business. Saieed, that's my grandchildren family. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, you're live. Do you think the wages increase for CPEP Tobago?
Ah, boy, you know, you hit the nail on the head. You know, I must say congratulations to the PDP that looking forward for the people in Tobago and treating them good. Addition to it, the people who looking for the job on boat.
Yes.
What the difference they treat them in Trinidad, in the hot sun and rain, and watching Tobago where they put them on that tent and chair.
Correct.
You understand? So the difference, and telling the people the difference in PNM, treating the people is different to any other party, my brother. You understand? And that's one of the reasons why I tell the PDP, thank you very much. Look forward and treat the people in Tobago the way they're supposed to be treated, because everything from Trinidad is go to Tobago. It has been more money. You understand? So the people they're willing to do it, and I agree with it. But Mr. Ali, what I really concerned about, you know, I see that in both of them buying all kind of $800 and something $1,000 vehicle, exempting themselves $400 and something $1,000. So they pay only $400 and something thousand. PNM supporters ain't get who put them there ain't get $1,000 in the pocket. You understand? And while they putting them in power, they enhancing themselves. A man put $4 point something million. He promised them where's his name up in? Okay, anyhow, he promised them. You understand? He promised them that, listen to me, I come to take care of you. You understand? And today, he didn't give them nothing. They didn't get $1,000. Today, Al-Rawi collecting big money as in rent. He in San Fernando, no money. You understand? And they're driving all the best vehicle. Mr. Rowley is flying out, going on about getting exempted. You understand? Millions of dollars. You understand? $500,000 discount from a property. You understand? He gets, today he ain't get nothing. Them is the same fellas than them who tell people that they couldn't pay the credit card when they was in a position. Yeah, they want the money slip out. In both Emil Elias, him You understand? He tell the country you no money. As soon as he get into power, he pay him, he last. He buy a mall today. PNM supporters, good night to all you. And don't take it because that's what they want. Treat them like dog. You understand? So all the Trinidadians, all they take it, my brother. And all they see the difference in the other party who is treat all you good and treating the own party is treated like dog. You understand, my brother? I thank you, my friend, and God bless you in the program, my brother.
Thank you so much for your comments. I just tell the viewers, and I just tell people, I am not a fan of no party. But as long as you are in a position, as long as you are voted in to help the people, I will hold you accountable. Because my tax money paying your salary. And when you reach in power, you exempting yourself. You exempting your multi-millionaire friends. And you ain't studying the normal citizens. Property tax coming out just now. They say if you don't pay property tax, they're coming to take your property. That is the talk of the town. Call a good night.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
I just want to just stray off the topic for just a brief second. It's about time that the opposition and them set some lawyers, they have lawyers, and the public, you see like all these bad road and things, start to sue them because this come like you're paying for a service you're not getting.
Correct.
Anywhere else you go and you pay for a service, they're taking your taxes from gas, supposed to fix the road, but like they're fixing the road in front by them. Right? And when you pay to get your vehicle inspected and things on roadworthy, right? And your vehicle get damaged, to get a ticket. That is extortion.
Correct.
Because you have me driving in a bad road. So it's about time the opposition stop talking Monday night and start talking Monday morning court.
Correct.
And start to do some put class action suit and make sure that you name the minister in whoever portfolio it is, personally responsible because them is drawing a salary to do a job that they're not doing.
Correct. Well said.
Right? So that, to my knowing, is extortion. We are being extorted by these ministers. And in 2012, their salary was about 32, 33,000. Now it's 70-something thousand with the perks.
Yep.
Them double the salary.
Correct.
But want to give poor people $100 until they take that. Right?
Yes.
But Farley did well. Right? Farley did well.
Yes.
Right? Because CPEP in Tobago, if you could give them a certain amount of, give me $20 in Trinidad, or they take that and go to the bank with all the left foot and right foot and march straight to the poorhouse.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I am not against Tobago increasing the CPEP workers' daily wage. I am not against that, you know. I am thankful that they did that. What I am standing for now is the CPEP workers in Trinidad. They need the same wage increase. The same wage increase. Call a good night.
Hello, sir.
My brother, how about you?
Good, I'm very well.
Talk to me.
I mean, if I'm bought by a big time car, the man entitled to that.
He working.
That's why they vote the man into office. I don't see nothing with that. Because call them back to vote, they vote him back in vote again. So why worry? Be happy for the man.
I am happy for him, but
all of them for him, but I'm glad the man driving a big car too. That's the man entitlement. So he's supposed to use it.
Thank you, my friend. Minister of Health Terence Singh have stated that the Ministry of Health will reach out to distributors of the cold and flu medicine as private pharmacies continue to report shortage. Singh stated that the availability of drugs in the private sector is mainly an issue between them and their distributor. He added that it is happening around the world because of the global supply chain challenges, and once a distributor reaches out, the ministry will help them. Listen to this.
We will work with them. We normally write to the local embassies or high commissions that represent those pharmaceutical bodies here. We normally will liaise with the local distributors to try to alleviate these shortages. What is happening around the world, and again, this is not unique to Trinidad and Tobago, because of global supply chain challenges, and then every time there is some new threat on the horizon, you see people stocking up on things like toilet paper and creating artificial shortages. So the same thing is happening there. And once a distributor comes to us, and we will reach out to them also, we will try to assist them to alleviate that shortage in the private sector.
Good night.
And Mr. Ali, can you get a minute, please? The gentleman I was talking about is in La Hoqueta Talparo. That is the gentleman I'm talking about. And them is the same people who went up there. You know, and I see the cut ribbon recently and about the water treatment plant. And I want to tell the people that in Trinidad and Tobago, you understand, especially people in the East-West Corridor up in Arima, is the people's partnership that started and almost completed. You understand? And today, they wait so long to make people feel that the PNM is the one that do it. PNM never had no idea how to treat the people. Look what they do them people them in Maloney. What the kind of building they have for them people them. You understand? And then people had to live there because of a choice. You understand? And here now they want to pull a race card now. Hear what they say now. Kamla Prasad Bissesta talk about Camille wig-head lady now, the lady. You understand? About she name. Camille is the same one who told no one talk about Kamla first. You understand? It is tit for tat. But that has nothing the same, Mr. Ali. What her name has to do with the people them today who suffering from basic amenities. You understand? So don't try and pull them kind of wall PNM on people, my friend. I talk about the, you remember I talk about the fake, the banana, you understand? Tell them mama guide the people them because they have nothing to show the people them. They have nothing to prove and show to the people them besides pressure. And a calling on the opposition. You understand? They say they have a battery a lawyer to stop this property tax. Because if it ain't good for the big shot, it ain't good for me, my brother. You understand? Because if the big shot that to be exempted for the whole $1 million property, you understand? I am a little property who I catch my ass.
Thank you, my friend. Application for firearm users employee certificate. That is the FUEC. That do not fall within the area of suspicious transaction are currently being reviewed for processing. Ministry of National Security, right? Now, listen to this. Fitzgerald Hines confirmed this in the Senate after responding to queries from UNC Senator Wade Mack on whether steps are being taken to address challenges faced by trained security officers in obtaining firearm users employee certificate. Hines stated that on completion of some aspect of the inquiries, the supplemental action of the unit was reopened for business in February 2022, and applications for FUEC that do not fall within the area of suspicious transaction are currently being reviewed. Listen to this.
On completion of some aspects of these inquiries, the supplemental section of the unit was reopened for business in February 2022. In this regard, applications for firearm users' employee certificates that do not fall within the area of suspicious transactions are currently being reviewed for prompt processing.
Now, viewers, my concerns that officers' inability to obtain certificates is impacting negatively on their ability to provide security to clients. Hines acknowledged that the processing of grants of firearm users license have an economic and financial implications. He added that the audit which he spoke to was necessary as a tremendous amount of suspicious financial activity surrounding it, and as a consequence, it was necessary to implement the audit with a series of investigations. Hines also noted that with respect to the firearm regime, it continues to require the citizens' attention of law enforcement and is now concerned to all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this.
The audit of which I spoke was absolutely necessary, as a tremendous amount of suspicious financial activity surrounded it. And as a consequence, it became necessary to implement the audit and the series of investigations that I have properly and truthfully described. And that was necessary, Mr. Vice President. And notwithstanding the inconvenience or inconveniences that such suspension might have caused, the bigger picture of dealing with the possibility of crime and criminality in respect of the firearms regime required and continues to require the attention of law enforcement and is of concern to all of the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
My friend, what do you think about the wage increase for CPAP workers in Tobago and not in Trinidad?
Well, sir, the PNM not in Tobago, you know, so they get better treatment there. That's the first thing they need to understand. The PNM run in Trinidad, that is why things running so, and that will remain so for a very long time once they run in the country.
Thank you, my friend. So I want to hear your views tonight, viewers. I want to hear what you have to say concerning that. What do you have to say concerning that? CPAP in Tobago and CPAP in Trinidad is no difference. At the end of the day, it is under one logo, CPAP. So how could there be an increase in Tobago and no increase in Trinidad? Understand what Saieed is saying. I am not against the increase for Tobago. I am happy that they got an increase. They have $50 more per day to spend. While in Trinidad, they have $50 less per day to spend. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night again.
Go right ahead, yes, go right ahead.
Yes, sir. You asked me about Tobago, right? I thought the people got raised up because look here we in right now. People need to start working for a proper salary, right? But here it is, I hear you were talking concerning Fitzgerald Hines and this whole firearm.
Yes.
Right. I want to touch on that a little bit, right? I don't know if you could remember when he was the Minister of Works and Transport, when he probably now in the election. You remember when he put him as Works and Transport? Right. Nothing didn't move in the ministry when he was there. And nothing had moving in the firearms department.
True.
I see here right now, and from what I understand, side, it's alleged that the man micromanaging the police service, which he not supposed to have no authority over the police service. The police service, obviously, they are independent bodies.
Correct.
How he micromanaging the police service side, them answering to him, which not supposed to be so. But anyhow, let me go straight from that. The point I'm trying to make is that when Stanley John made the report against the firearms section and Gary Griffith and saying that it was a well-oiled criminal enterprise, you remember that thing?
Yes.
You, with the right thinking mind, you tell me if a well-oiled criminal enterprise, only 2 people get charged with, 2 people can operate and organize a well-oiled criminal enterprise. 2 people can organize that side. With the rest of people who was involved in that orchestrated thing. Why is this only 2 people alone get charged for that? And what I'm trying to find out is that everybody come now and they throw Gary Griffith out overnight. You remember that, right? Overnight they throw the man out of our office. They come now and they put McDonald in overnight. They come and they put in a whole police service commission overnight. And yet it's taken a whole year to get a police commissioner to appoint a police commissioner, a deputy police commissioner. I don't understand why they keep back now. Everything was done overnight. Why they can't get a commissioner and a deputy commissioner? People waiting to get a FUL. And Jacob come last week and he said that criminals specialize in home invasion. So what are they waiting on? They're waiting on criminals to come into people's house and rob them, rape them and kill them. And the family just sue the government back to the Stone Age. They get firearms.
David Fitzgerald and McDonald Jacob waiting on. I don't know, I just asking a question.
I understand.
All right, sir, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. Opposition Senator Saieed Ali and Social Development Minister Donna Cox argued over who would benefit from the local government reform. Wow, serious questions. In debate on miscellaneous provisions, Local Government Reform Bill 2020, Lachmidal doubted that bill would deliver tangible benefit to the population when it is intact. Hear this, In response, Cox stated that there is an unfortunate tendency for the government to continue responding to the opposition's continuous charade and views on the bill. Listen to this.
Mr. Vice President, there is an unfortunate tendency for us to continue responding to the opposition's continuous charade of shifting goalposts. And this can only have one effect: the inability to enact sufficiently robust and progressive legislation that would lead to an enhancement in the quality of life of our citizens. I observed that Senator Jayanti mentioned that the government does not want the opposition, doesn't want to hear from the opposition. At no point did I hear anyone say that, because we have been listening. As a minority report was submitted, and the prevailing sentiment of that minority report, Mr. Vice President, and indeed much of the commentary that has come from the opposition bench in recent times stems from an apparent inability to trust not just the people of Trinidad and Tobago, but apparently to trust themselves as well.
Now, I will tell Donna something. Everything the UNC throws at you all, questionable, you all will have to give an answer. I'm just here to tell you that. And Bridget is brexing the PNM administration from answering questions that the UNC throws at them. That is what the speaker is doing. Whether you want to hear it or not, that is the reality of what is taking place through the videos I show to you on television from the Parliament and from the House. Bridget is defending PNM, blocking questions. Now, Cox, she lamented that the opposition views on local government is about CPEP and added that after comparing comments from UNC Cooperative she discovered that while the UNC opposed local government reform, several of its local government councillors want it.
The argument has advanced that this is a surreptitious and roundabout way of introducing property tax is both ridiculous and disingenuous. Because, Mr. Vice President, the opposition members speak through both sides of their mouth, because the same ones who are arguing against the property tax and launched their infamous Axe the Tax campaign also saw the value in it and was going to implement it. Many of the members of the UNC, I understand, who have properties in foreign countries, religiously pay their property tax for the homes they own, yet they are speaking against it in Trinidad.
Good night.
Hello.
Go right ahead.
Oh, I'm so sorry for these people in Trinidad. Because you know why CPEP workers didn't get a raise in Trinidad? Because the people of Trinidad are stupid.
Caller, I wouldn't have you doing that. Don't say that, no, man. Use a other word. Use a other word. Now, Cox also rejected the opposition claims that the bill was a secret way to introduce property tax. And she stated that some UNC members who have house overseas pay their property tax over there. Listen to this.
Local government is also responsible for the play parks and recreation grounds. and even the cemeteries where we bury our loved ones. And it is for this reason that all of us should feel insulted by the ignorance displayed by some members of the opposition as they commented on the roles and functions of local government. Mr. Vice President, imagine a senior member of the opposition would go on record to say that local government is about CPEP and stray dogs. Madam President, I compared these comments from the two UNC-controlled corporations with the opposition's minority report and simply asked all members of the opposition in this House to at least agree with the members of your party who see local government reform as a good thing and they are looking forward to it.
Right.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Hi, good night, Saeed. This morning around 9:15, I saw a strange individual taking pictures of people, residents' house in my area, right, in an unmarked vehicle. I approached the gentleman. He then flashed an ID where I could barely make out anything, but his jersey said that he's from Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
So I asked him, I say, why are you taking pictures of private property? He then indicated to me that he is hired to take pictures of person's house due to property tax. I was like, isn't that against the law? He was like, this is what he paid to do and it have nothing to do about it.
He said that?
Then he went on to say that they are taking these pictures to verify who dropped in the application and who did not would have to pay the 5,000 penalty at the end.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If he takes this picture of your house, right? And you just said that by taking this picture, it would verify if you pay or if you sign up your form, correct?
Yeah.
Now, how is this house going to show whether or not you applied for property tax?
Well, this is what I'm trying to find out, Saeed, because I know in instances before we have bandits in police uniform.
Correct.
So I don't know if he's part of the bandit association. He take a picture of the house I'm living in. The house number is there. The vehicle is visible. Do I fear for my life? And you do know when we call police station, they never have vehicles. What am I to do next? Question is, right, where was the Minister of Finance when people was working 6 and 7 jobs and work over 20, 30 years to build the property they have?
Correct.
There was no way around. Ain't we paying tax for cement, for gravel?
On everything.
So what is the problem now? Now you want to give us no back pay, 1% increase. The 1% increase, we can't buy chicken, we can't even buy market for one day. They expect us to be able to afford property tax?
I understand.
Why don't they pay property tax or pay property tax in all the other areas in Trinidad and Tobago? And who doing anything about it? So people just have the authority to come and take photos of your entire property. But alone know where these photos going or what they're going to do with it.
That is illegal, you know, taking picture of someone's private property, that is illegal. So that gentleman...
we know it is illegal, but to the government of Trinidad and Tobago, apparently they have no knowledge of anything.
They're doing what they want.
They're doing what they want. Now, people in the area fear for their life. What we supposed to do? We have no police patrol. Police don't answer their phone when you're calling. And strange people come in and taking pictures of everybody's house in the area. What is our next step?
I understand. It's sad, but this is the state we have reached in Trinidad. Thank you so much for highlighting the issue, my dear.
All right, thanks.
So those of you who, if you all step out of your house or through your window, you see someone taking pictures, get your camera phone and snap their picture. And send it to me and we will light it up. We would want to know if they are really working with the Ministry of Finance. Because once a picture go on TV, it go public, you know. Once it go on television, it goes public. And that is the only way you can access information very, very fast, when it goes public. So Trinidad and Tobago, do you think this is fair that CPEP workers in Tobago would get an increase and us in Trinidad gets nothing? Do you think that is fair? The Prime Minister said it's about saving lives and livelihood. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night again. Yes, I concerning the last caller there on that property tax by Saieed Ali.
Yeah.
That caller on the ball there, you know. Because where they expect people to get our money now, after everybody going home, right? Everybody getting sent home. Some people getting received, some people just getting retrenched. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where people going to get that money now? Where people going to get that money to pay property tax? There are plenty of people in the countryside who inherit property, you know.
Correct, correct.
They're just working to live right now on the side. Where they money to pay that property tax. And then they come and tell them about $5,000 fine and all kind of foolishness. Because remember that this whole band of people we have in government here right now, side. I'm sorry to say that. They have to stop checking people money because they don't know how hard people work to earn that property that they have. And some people get and they refurbish it. Some people get passed down. You know what I mean now? And them can't be doing that. Because people right now side struggling, but people struggling right now. If I tell you the amount of people I just see right now on every corner on that East West corridor, beg by side.
Yes, correct.
They have signed placard and beg for anything for it. You never see that under the People Partnership government, I'm sorry to say it. On camera, you never see them thing. Anyway, side, you enjoy it right now.
Thank you, my friend. You know, but it's sad, it's really sad, you know. This is the state. I mean, NIS and NIB complaining. They're complaining. But what they're not understanding is people not employed. People not employed. So how could they contribute to tax, NIS, BIR, when they are not employed? And it's a sad thing that they have to come out now and said, well, if we extend the age from 60 to 65, it will be more contributions. You're overworking people, that's what you're doing. You're overworking people. Call a good night.
A good night, Said.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Yeah, the reason why for CPEP raised in Tobago is because CPEP have a different management. They are not under the PNM anymore. PNM just a shadow of Tobago now.
I understand what you're saying.
PNM really have much say in Tobago. Right, another point I'd like to raise and so on and things, seeing that what is it happening with the last commissioner of police, the process. What is it I'm looking at? We're not supposed to have that process going through Parliament. That process supposed to be between the Police Service Commission and the President. Once you see this process that go through Parliament, I think it would always have political interference there.
Correct, correct.
So in order for this to be independent, it's supposed to be between the Police Service Commission and the President. It's not supposed to go to Parliament. Otherwise, the police service wouldn't be able to solve any white-collar crime in this country.
True.
Because you will always find politicians themselves involved in the police service business. One that go through Parliament. So that is a law I would like the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to try to push to get this law reviewed. Because once that we have the police service process going through Parliament, we would not have a peaceful country here. Because you don't know who is who enter Parliament. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my friend. I tell you, sometimes we just be upside down in Trinidad here, you know. We upside down, you know. It's a sad thing, but this is the reality we're facing. How many of us are planning for future? How many? How many of us are seeing a proper future for you or your children? How many of us are seeing increasing wealth, increasing prosperity, increasing business growth, increasing exports? How many of us are seeing that? How many? It's sad to say, but this is the reality. That is why night after night I will come here and give you the truth. We're going to have a real discussion dealing with real issues where real people calling in and voicing their complaints night after night after night. Call a good night. Hello?
Hello?
Go right ahead.
Saeed.
Yes, you're live on Real Talk.
Yes. I only have one thing to say, you know. It's not about, it's not
PNM, you know, is Alibaba and the 40 teeth. Rowley and the 40 teeth.
Alibaba?
Yeah, Rowley and the 40 teeth. And the next thing too, they talk about, he said, he speak about Code of the Cosa Nostra. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Thank you, my friend, for reminding me. It's a sad thing, you know. But it's a reality we are facing in Trinidad. When you wake up in the morning, you have to think about the reality that you're living in. And the best way to go forward is how. Don't just get up in the morning and just jump in the shower and change your clothes and go to work. Look at the reality of it. Look at the expansion. Is there improvement? Is there change? What is there for me? Ask yourself that. Will our country get better? When will we get better road? When will the price of the cost of living drop? When would we be able to get medicine proper? When will I be able to go to the hospital and get proper address? When will the police service solve crime the proper way at a quick response? Call a good night.
Yes, Mr. Saieed Ali, I'm calling again. Just to finish what I was going to say about the Code of the Cosa Nostra. The meaning of that is parasiting human society. That is who Rowley is. That is the PNM.
Thank you. Is there improvement for Trinidad and Tobago? Is there? Barbados is improving, Guyana is improving, country around Trinidad is improving. And what happened to us? Those in leadership, do they have a vision? Do they have a plan? Are they on the drawing board? What are they on really? What are the plans? What about bids for deep water drilling? How many bids did they got recently for 2 platforms? That's a good thing. Unless you find out Trinidad and Tobago. Find out. And you will see where we are with underwater drilling. We get nothing. Call a good night. Hello?
Hello?
You're live on Real Talk. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Saeed? Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
Hello, Saeed?
Got it. We do apologize for that. Call back. So viewers, we have about 2 minutes on our show tonight. I just want to let you know, if you're looking for cash borrow, you're looking, you want to do something, and you don't have the cash but you have collateral, contact me, 339-1670, 238-6716 at our central office, or 242-7690 at the south office. Set up an appointment, come and see me. We are a licensed money lender. Remember, I like to lend. Those of you who like to borrow, I like to lend. But make sure when you borrow, make sure you pay back. That's the only thing. Make sure you pay back. And we could do business together. Remember that. I'm a licensed money lender. Realtor Group of Companies is growing. Trinidad and Tobago, it is growing. Hopefully, Real Talk with Additional will come on stream. Remember, there's a link on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali and Real Talk Group of Companies. Just click on our Facebook page, search the name, and there's a link that I need you all to fill out. It's a survey. Please assist us to assist you. Real Talk Group of Companies, we buy and sell vehicle, viewers. So if you have a vehicle to sell or you're looking for a vehicle to buy, we also finance. Once you have at least 60-70% of the cash, our company will finance you. So viewers, until we meet again, alaka ba ila zinna, rakhaba unte ba ila an ra'amazu Allah. A man with a plan will have a vision. And a vision together with a plan. When you execute that, you bring it into reality. Now I'm going to tell you something. I had a plan to open a show on television. Right? But nevertheless, we are out of time for tonight. And I'll see you again on Friday the 10th for Fire Friday. Good night.